Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make a start here. We're going to make a start here now. There's a dummy lot on the screen. Bit away there, and we'll start in 30 seconds. Thank you. Yeah. Lights. All right, we'll make a start then. Right. First two black bullocks here. Bullocks, Angus bullocks. 362 kilos, 15, 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 13, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 14, 14, 100, 14, 100, 14, 100, 14, 100, 14, 100, 14, 100, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 40 bid, 5, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 14, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 14, 70 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 15, 15, 100, 15, 100, 15, 100, 15, 100, 15, 10, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, on the mark at 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, over here, Sal's now 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, and 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, way on top, 15, 60, 15, 60, way upstairs now, 15, 60, all out, salsa, 15 and 60, upstairs. 375 kilo black heifer, guaranteed not in car if you're guaranteed not in car. 15, 14, 13, 12, 50, 13, 1300, 1300, 1300, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 60, 70, 80, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, Angus heifer, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, sell way outside, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, Black Heifer got out at 1450. All out, sell. 1450. All right, two black bullocks here, two Angus bullocks. One of them might be a slight bit strong, it says, eh? Oh, hips. Two Angus bullocks there, one of them a small bit strong, 485 kilos, 19, 18, 17, 16 bid at 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 16, 20, 40, 60, 80, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, Angus bullocks, one of them a small bit strong at 1700, 1700, 1700, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 50, 17, 50, 60, 17, 60, 70, 17, 80, 17, 80, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, we're there for sale on the market. 1810, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1830, 1830, 1830, 1830. With me, solid 1840, 1840, 1850, 1850, 1860, 1860, 1860, 1860, 1860, 1860. Sell out now at 1860, 1860, 1860. All out, sell. 18 and 60. Two good black white cattle, 430 kilos. Two big stretches, they are weighing nothing here. Two big stretches weighing nothing, 430 kilos. And on, 18, 17, 16 bedded, 1600, 1600, 1600, 16, 20, 40, 60, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 20, 17, 40, 17, 60, 17, 80, 17, 80, 1800, 1800, and I saw on the market 10, 18, 10, 18, 20, 18, 30, 18, 30, 18, 40, 18, 40, 18, 50, 18, 60, 18, 60, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 80, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, down here. 100, solid 80, 90, 80, 90, 80, 90, all 19 line, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, all sell, 19 and 20. Angus Bullock here, and Angus Bullock, he's 630 gags, 23, 22, 21, 2 bid, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, Cracker of a Black Bullock, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, he's there for sale on the market, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, all eight, sell, at 2200 line. Black heifers, 465 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf. You're all Angus, 18, 17, 16, 16, 10, 20, 30, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50. Angus heifers, guaranteed, not in calf. 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 60, 16, 60, 70, 16, 70, 80, 16, 80, 90, 16, 90, 70, 1700, 1700, 1700. Angus heifers gone out at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700. They're there for sale on the market at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1710, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1740, 50, 1750, 1750, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760, down low, sell at 1770, 70 bid, 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 upstairs sell at 1770, 1770, all up 1770. Angus heifers again, come red heifers. A better team here, a better team. Same price. 1770 from 17 bid at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1720, 1730, 1730, guaranteed, not in car, 1730, 1730, 1730, 40, 1750, 1750, 1750, 60, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760, 1760. We're there for sale on the market, 70, 70, 70, 1780, 1780, 90, 1790, 1790, 80, 1810, 1810, 1820, 1830, 1830, 1830, up top solid 1830, 1830, 1830, all right, sell 30. Belgian blue heifers, guaranteed, not in calf here, guaranteed, not in calf, 390 kilos, 16, 15, 14, 14, 13, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 60, 70, 80, 90, 14, 14, 14, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 70, 80, 14, 90, 50, 1500, 15, 10, 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 50, 15, 50s with me. 15, 50, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, on the market 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, on the market with me now, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, sell it, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, all up, sell, 15 and 90. Angus heifers here again, 377 kilos guaranteed, not in calf, same price, 15, 14, 14 bid at 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 20, 40, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40. Angus heifers guaranteed, not in calf, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70. They're there for sale on the market, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70. Poly heifer's gone out at 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, and 80's here first now, 14, 80, 14, 80, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 15, 1500, 1500, 1500, sell out at 1500, 1500, 1500, all up, sell, 100. Whited heifers, there 400 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf, 15 bid at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50. We're there for sale on the market, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50. Nice whited heifers, sell away, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 80. Down low, sells at 1590, 1590. Down here, sell 16 there, 1600, 1610, 1610, 1620, 1620, 30, 1630, 1630, 40, 1640, 1640, 50, 1650, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, and the gate, sell 1660, 1660, all out, sell, 16 and 60. White and Heifers here again, 380 kilos, 16, 15, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 50. Guaranteed, not in calf at 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 60, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80. White and Heifers got out at 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80. They're there for sale on the market, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80. White and Heifers got out at 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 90. 1490, 1490, 15, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510. All out, sell, 1510. Frisian Heifers feeding only here, feeding only here, 460 kilos. Same price, 15, 14, 14 bidded, 1400, 1400, 1400. Frisian Heifers feeding only, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 50, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70. Frisian Heifers get out at 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70. They're there for sale on the market, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70. Frisian Heifers get out to 14, 70, all at 80, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 15, 15, 15, selling at 15, 15, 15, 15, all out, sell, 15. An Angus Bullock, he's 310 kilos, be 12, 11, 1,000 quid frame, 8,000 frame, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 10, 20, 1,000 30, 40, 1,000 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. Angus Bullock got out to 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. He's there for sale on the market, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. Black Bullock got out to 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. 11, 10, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 30, 11, 30, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, all out, sell 50, 11, 50, 60, 11, 60, 11, 60, 70, 11, 70, 11, 70, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, 11, 80, all up, sell, at 11 and 80. Bullocks here, AI bred and out all the winter here, out all the winter. Angus Bullocks out all the winter. 370 kilos. Young Bullocks here, young Bullocks 16, 15, 14 baited, 1400, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 16, 1600, 1610, 1610, 1610. On the markets, 1610, 1620s here, 1620, 1620, 30, 1630, 1635, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1650, 1650, 60, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, all it, sell, 16, 70s online, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, online, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 17, 17 bid, 10, 17, 10, 20, 17, 20, 17, 30, 17, 30, 17, 30, all it, 1730. Bullocks out all the winter here again, comrades. They were hard. They weren't out, sorry, they weren't out, but they're comrade cattle. Same price, 1730, two crackers, 16, 15 baited, 1500, 1500, 1510, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, two serious whitey cattle, 1600, 1610, 1610, 20, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 70, 16, 70, 80, 16, 80, 16, 90, 16, 90, and I saw on the market, 16, 90, 16, 80, 16, 90, 17, 1700, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1740, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, all it, sell, 60, 1760, 1760, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, finish this time, 1770. So club bread, AI bread. 5-star genomic tested, 5-star genomic tested, suckler bread, 350 kilos, 16, 15, 14, bedded, 1400, 1400, 1400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 80, 90, 60, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, on the market, 10, 16, 10, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 70, 16, 70, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, over here, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, all excel 70, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, all excel, 10, 17, 10, 17, 10, 17, 10, 17, 10, all upsell, 17 and 10. Come right here for Suckler Bread. 4-star genomic tested. 4-star genomic tested. Is that a bull calf? Yep. What's that? Half or a bull? Heifer calf. 335 kilos, 15, 14 bedded, 1400, 20, 40, 60, 15, 1500, 10, 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30, 15, 30, 40, 15, 50, 15, 60, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, and we saw 10, 16, 10, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, sell down load 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, all up 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, finished up, 16 and 90. Suckler Bread, and he squares here, a bullock, and he squares here, 340 kilos of the Suckler Bread. Give me 15 again, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 14, 50, 60, 70, 14, 80, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 15, 1510, 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30, 15, 30, 40, 15, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 1600, underground, now 1600, and 10, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 16, 70, 16, 70, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 90, on the market 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, on the floor now 1700, 1710, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, all up, sell 1720. Squares. A bullock here again, a bullock, AI bread, Albrecht, and AI bread, Albrecht, Suckler Bread, he's a cracker. Sam Rice, 1720, 1720 frame, 17, 16 did it, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 16, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 17, sell on the market, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1730, 1740, 1740, 1750, 1750, 60, 1760, 70, 1770, 80, 1780, 1780, on the floor, sell, at 1780, all up, sell, 1780. You're welcome, sir. Hips. Squares here, bullocks here, bullock calves, all Angus, 310 kilos, 15, 14, 13, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 70, 13, 80, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, Angus and bullocks at 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 80 minute, 14, 80, 14, 80, 90, 15, 1500, 1510, on the market, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, your bid, 1510, 1510, and I'm selling at 1510, 1510, on the floor now, at 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, all up, sell, 1510. These are Angus bullocks again. They're 350 kilos. 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1520, 1530, 40, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540. Angus and bullocks at 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540. We're there for sale on the market at 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540. Angus bullocks get out at 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540, 1540. All out, sell. 1540 line. Frisian heifers, what's that? There's a good Frisian heifer, nothing calf, never had a calf, nothing calf, never had a calf. Good thick British Frisian heifer. 22, 21, 2000 for 19, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Two bed, 2. Frisian heifer, 2000. We're there for sale on the market. 2000. Frisian heifer gone out to 2000. Sell out to 2000. All out, sell. 2,000. 540 kilo white-head heifers, guaranteed not in calf. Give it again. 2, 19 bedded, 1900, cracking white-head heifers, guaranteed not in calf. 1910, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1960, 1970, 1970, 80, 1990, 2000. Serious white-head heifers at 2000. We're there for sale. 10, 210, 220, 220's in the ring, and we're finished at 220, all out, 230. He's finished at 230, all off, sell, 230. Red whited heifers, 510 kilos, 2, 19, 18, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1850, guaranteed, not in calf, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1900. Two cracking red heifers at 1900. We're there for sale on the market. 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, sell out now. 30 bid, all up, sell, 19 and 30. B, black white-head heifers, black white-head heifers, 495 kilos, same price, 1930, 19, 18 again, 1800, 18, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1860, 70, 70, guaranteed, not in calf at 1870, 80 bid, we sell at 1880 bid, 90 bid, 19, 10, sell away now, 1910, all up, sell, 19, 10. Angus bullocks here, Angus bullocks, 335 kilos, 3 crackers, 16, 15, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 bid, 15, 15 and 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 30, 15, 30, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40. We sell on the roof at 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60. Way on top now, sell at 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 1580, 1580, 1590, way up top, 1590, 1590, 1600, 1610, 1610, way upstairs, 1620, 1620 on the floor, 1620, all sell, 16 and 20. Come right on your limousine here. Limousine bullock, 355 kilos, 15, 14, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1350 a bullock, 1350, 60, 70, 80, 1390, 1390, 40, 1410, 1420, 1430, 1440, 1450, 1460, 1470, 1480, 1490, 1490 upstairs, 1490, 1500, 1510, 1520, 1530, 1540, 1550, 1560, 1570, 1580, 1590, 1600, 1610, 1620, sell out at 1620, all out, sell, 16 and 20. two Frisian bullocks here, British Frisian here, British Frisian, 335 kilos, 1350 from 13, 12 bid, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, a British Frisian bullock at 12, 10, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, we're there for sale on the market, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, good British Frisian bullock, and we sell it 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, all out, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, all out, sell, 12 and 80. Limousine heifers, 5 of them together, guaranteed, not in calf, 364 kilos, 1550, 15, 14, 20, 30, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 70, 80, 40, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, limousine heifers, guaranteed, not in calf, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 15, bet at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1510, on the market, 1520, 1520, 1530, 1530, 1540, 1540, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1560, 1560, 1570, 1570, 1580, 1580, 1590, 1590, 1600, 1600, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, all up, 17, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, all up, 16 and 30. Comrades of the Angus, same price, 16, 15, 14, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1500, 1500, 1500, guaranteed, not in calf, at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, Angus heifers get out to 10, 1510, 1520, 1520, 1520, 1520, 1520, 1520, Angus heifers at 1520, 1520, 1530, 1535, 1540, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, we're there for sale on the market, 1550s with me all the way at 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, all out, sell, 60, 1560, 1560, 1560, 1560, 1560, 1560, selling at 1560, all out, sell, 1560. Angus heifers again, 355 kilos, same price, 1560, 15, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, Kraken Pally heifers at 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 60, 70, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, on the market, sir, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 1500, 1500, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, all right, sell, 1510, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, still sell at 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, all right, sell, 15 and 20. White bullocks. White-head bullocks, one of them known as a blue and one of them known as a Frisian, but all white-head bullocks. Right stores now, right stores, 407 kilos, 17, 16, bid at 1600, 1600, 1600, 1620, 40, 60, 17, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 50, 60, 17, 60, 17, 60, 17, 60, 70, 17, 70, 80, 17, 80, 17, 80, 17, 90, 17, 90, 17, 90, 17, 90, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1840, 1840, 1850, 1850, 1860, 1860, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1880, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1800, 1900, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, up top, solid 1910, 1910, all 20, 1920, 1920, down the line at 1920, 1920, all 8, sell, 19 and 20. All Herefords this time, all Herefords, 350 gags, 350 gags, bullocks, me 3, give me 15, 14, one of them with a sore eye there, one of them with a sore eye and a twist in his head, one of them with a sore eye and a twist in his head there, the fellow with the horns there, a sore eye and a twist in his head, give me 15, 14, 13 from, 10, 13 from, 1200 from, 10, 12 from, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 10, 11 20, 11 30, 11 40, 11 40, 11 40 50, 11 60 70, 11 89, 11 90, 11 90, 11 90, 11 90 12, 12 100, 12 10, 12 20, 12 30, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40, 12 40. Why the cattle gone out to 12 50, 12 60, 12 60, 12 70, 12 80, 12 80, 12 90, 12 90, 12 90, 12 90, 12 90, 12 90, 12 90. I sell on the market 12 90, 12 90, 30, 13 10, 13 10, 13 20, 13 30, 13 30, 13 40, 13 40, 13 50, 13 50, 13 50, 60, 13 60, 13 60, 13 60. Sell out now 13 60, 13 60, 13 60, 13 60, 13 60, 13 60, 13 60. All up some 13 70, 13 70, 13 80, 13 80, 13 90, 13 90, 13 90, 13 90, 14 100, 14 100, 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, 14 20, 14 20, 14 20. In the ring now 14 20, 14 20. All up, sell, 14 and 20. Charlotte Heifers, 550 kilos, guaranteed, nothing off to 1918 from 17 bid at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 20, 17 30, 40, 1750, 60, 17 60, 17 60, 17 60, 17 60, 17 60, 17 70, 80, 17 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1810, 20, 30, 40, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1850, 60, 18 60, 70, 18 80, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Where they are for sale? 1900, 1900, 1910, 1910, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1930, 1930, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940. Sell that at 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, and 50, 1950, 1950. Still sell. 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950. All up. Sell. 19 and 50. Charlie Heifer again, she's 490 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf here, 19, 18, 17, 16, 50, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40. Charlie Heifer got out at 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40. She's there for sale on the market, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40. With me, solid 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40, 17, 40. All out, sell, 1740 line. Cemental heifers, they're two big heifers, 615 kilos, guaranteed, nothing off, 23, 22, 21, mid 21, 21, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 22, 22, 22, 22. Two big horses of cattle, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, they're for sale. On the market, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 10 bid, 20 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 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 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 bid, all out 50 and 60, 22, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, finished at 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, all out 2 and 22, 70. An Angus and a Speckled Park here, an Angus and a Speckled Park, 540 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf, 2, 19, 18, 50, 60, 70, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, guaranteed, nothing calf, 1900, 19, 10, 20, 19, 30, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 1940, 1940, 1940, heifers got out to 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 50, 1950, 1950, 1950, they're there for sale on the market, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, all up, sell, 19 and 50. Whited heifers, 475 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf, same price, 19, 18, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 17, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, guaranteed, nothing calf, 17, 70 bid, 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 on the market to sell, 17, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, whited heifers gone out, 17, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, in the ring sell now at 1800, 1800, finish now at 1800, 1800, 1800, all out, sell, 100. Angus heifers, 545 kilos, 18, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 18, 50, 60, 70, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Big rangy polyheifers now. Big rangy polyheifers at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 60, 70, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1980, 90, 1990, 1990, 1990, 1990, 1990, and two and so on the bag at 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Selling now 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. All out, sell, 2000. White and offer, she's 565 kilos, guaranteed, not in golf. Same thing, 2000, 19, 20, 30, 40, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 60, 70, 80, two bed, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. She's there for sale on the market, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2010, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210. Sell out, why did I forget it? 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 220, 220, 230, 230, 230, 230, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. Selling now, 240, 240, 240, 240. All out, sell. 2040. Two white offers here again, 545 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf, here again. Same price, 240. Plenty of flesh here now, plenty of flesh. 19, 10, 20, 19, 30, 40, 50, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 60, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. Heifers gone out to 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. They're there for sale on the market. 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. 1970 fat heifers gone out to 1970, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980. Sell now, 1980, 1980, finished that. Sal 19 and 80. Two great polyheifers, 520 kilos. Same price, 1980, 1820, 1830, 1840, 50, 1850, 1850, 1860, 70, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Two right heifers now at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. On the market, sir. 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, all up, sell, 1900, all up, sell, 1900. Two good thick Frisian cattle, 475 kilos. 18, 17, 16, 16, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 16, 17, 15, 80, 16, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600. Two right Frisian cattle, 16, 10, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 16, 60, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 80, 16, 80, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90. On the line now, you're all up. 1690, 1690, 1690, 1690, 1690, 1690. All right, sell. 617 again. 17 minutes, 1700, 1700. Still sell. 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700. Still sell. All off, sell that. 1700. Two polybullocks, 440 kilos. 17 bid, 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 17 bid. Two right store cattle, 1710, 1720, 1730, 1740, 1740, 1740. Angus bullocks at 1750, 1760, 1770, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790. Sal on the bag at 1790, 1790, 1790. Two right cattle out, 1790 with Sal, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790. All out, sell. 1790. 7 polyheifers, 405 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf. Same price, 1790, 17, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600. Polyheifers, guaranteed, not in calf. 1610, 20, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630. Angus heifers, guaranteed, not in calf. 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630. We're there for sale, 40 bid, 50 bid, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650. Sell out now at 1650, 1650s with me, and I sell online at 1650, 1660, 1660s on top at 1660, and I sell back in the ring at 1660, 1660. Sell out 1660, 1660. All out, sell. 1660. Suckler bred Angus bull. A bullock, squares here, a bullock. and out all the winter. He's 300 kilos. 17, 16, 15, 15, 14, 1400, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. We're there for sale on the market. 80, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 1600, 1600, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10. Sell out. 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10. All out. 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30. 1630, 1630, finished up 16 and 30. It's a mental bull, Squares. He is a bull, this lad. He's a bull and he's out all the winter as well. 340 kilos out all the winter, but he's a bull. Same price, 1630. Here's 16 frame, 15 bid at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40. So clubber head at 15, 40, 15, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50. Bull gun out at 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. On the market at 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. Watch the minutes over here now. 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90. All out, sell, 60, 1600, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10. Finish 10, sell, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30. All up, sell, 16 and 30. Angus and Bullocks. Angus Bullocks here, 335 kilos. 15, 14, 13, 13, 20, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50. Angus Bullocks first out to 13, 60, 70, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 14, 14, 14, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 50, 15, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, somebody's online, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 80, 14, 90, 15. On the market in the ring at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. In the ring sells at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. All it sell. 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10. Down the line, sell 15 and 10. Hereford Bullocks, 335 kilos. Same price, quick, 15, 10. 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 70, 80, 14, 90, 1500. On the market, 1500, 15, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 30, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 40, 50's outside of 15, 50, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, sell outside at 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 80, 15, 80, way top, 15, 80, 15, 80, all up, sell, 15, 80. White heifers, they're 310 kilos, guaranteed, nothing got 14, 13, 12, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1300, 1300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70. White heifers, guaranteed, nothing got 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70. White heifers, sale at 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 90, 14, weatherback, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 20, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40. Way the back, 50's online at 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450. On the line, sell at 1450, 60, 1460, 70, 1470, 1470, 1470, 1470, 1470. All up, sell 14 and 70. Alright, limousine heifers, guaranteed nothing off. Yep. Guaranteed nothing off and out all the winter. Guaranteed nothing off and out all the winter. 1850. 18, 17 bid, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 17, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1750, 1750. Two serious limousine heifers and out all the winter at 1750, 1750, 60, 70, 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. They're there for sale on the market. 1800, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, 30, 1830, 1830, 1830, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850. Outside salad. 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850. All right, salt. 18 and 50. Whited heifers, 453 kilos guaranteed, not in calf and out all the winter. 1850, 1800, 1800, 1700, bid at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710. Proper stores now out all the winter. 1720, 30, 40, 50, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 60. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, on the market. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 80, 70, 80, 70, 90, 70, 90, 70, 90, 1800, 1800, 1800. Way upstairs at 1800, 1800, 1800. Cracking white at effort, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. All up, salt, 1800. And there is a whited heifer guaranteed, not in calf and out all the winter here, out all the winter too. 19, 18 for 18, 17, 17, 10, 17, 20, 17, 30, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50. She's there for sale on the market. 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50. Big African it, 17, 60. 1770, 1780, 1780, 1790, 1800, 1810, 20, 1820, 30, 40, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 50 and 60, 1860, 1860, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, celebrated, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, finished in 1900, 1900, 1900, all it, salt, 1900. Angus heifers, they're 345 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf, 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 13, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. Angus heifers first day out to 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 50, 13, 60, 13, 70, 13, 70, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 14, on the market 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, out the wall, at 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, in here, salad, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 40, 15, 1500, 1510, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, all out, salt, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, outside, salad, 15, 20, 15, 20, all out, salt, 15 and 20. 5 more, 320 kilos, 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 13. All guaranteed, not in calf, all Angus. All first day out, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, and I saw on the market in the ring at 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90. Over here beside me, solid 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90. All it's 13 and 90. 300 kilo Angus heifers, 13, 12, 12, 10, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 60, 70, 12, 80, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 13, 10, 13, 10, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 13, 30, 13, 30, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 50, on the market, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, out the wall, salad, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 40, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, all out, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, all up, 1420. Frisian bullocks, they're 340 kilos. 340 kilos. Give me 13, 12, 10, 12, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 50, 11, 60, 70, 11, 80, 90, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. Frisian bullocks at 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280. We're there for sale on the market, 1280, 1280. Inside now, 1290, 1290's outside at 1290, 1290, 1290. Outside at 1290, 1290, 1290. 1290, 1290, 1290, 1290. All up, sell, 12 and 90. Come right cattle here again, 313 kilos, 1250, 1200, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, all bullocks, 11, 40, 50, 11, 60, 70, 11, 70, 11, 80, 11, 80, 90, 11, 90, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, they're there for sale on the market at 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, Frasier bullocks going out to 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 1210, 1210, 1210, 1210, 1220, 1220, 1220, 1220, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20. Sell away, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20. All eight, sell, 12 and 20. Belgian blue bullocks, 345 kilos, 15, 14, 13 bid, 1300, 1300, 1300. Belgian blue bullocks, 13, 10, 20, 13, 30, 40, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Two lovely blue bullocks, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 78, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 20, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, on the market, 60, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, in here, solid 40, 90, 40, 90, olive, solid 15, 1500, 1500, 15, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 30, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, olive, solid 60. 380 kilo Angus bullocks, 380 kilo, 16, 60, 40, 20 from 16, 16, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 72, crack and black cattle, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600. We're there for sale on the market, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, two right black cattle, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, all out, sell, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, finished that, sell at 16 and 30. Angus bullocks again, sum them together, 286 kilos, 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 12, 70, 80, 12, 90, 13, better, 1300, 13, 10, 13, 20, 30, 13, 40, 13, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Angus bullocks, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70. On the market, 70, 13, 70, 80, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, all up, sell, 13. 90. Up. 345 Ks. No point in pulling brakes, because they will stop. 345 kilos. 14, 13, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50. Heifers guaranteed, not in gas, 60, 70, 80, 90, 30, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1310, 1320, 1330, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 50, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350. On the market side, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1360, 1360, 1360, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1370, 1380, 1390, 1390, 1390, 1390, 1390, all right, sell, 1390. 303 kilos, guaranteed, nothing gas, same price, 30.90, 12.20, 12.40, 12.60, 12.80, 13, 13, 13, 13. Angus offers a 13, 13, 10, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. We sell on the roof at 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Black offers at 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. All right, sell, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 70. 13 70 13 70 13 70 13 70 13 70 13 70 80 13 80 13 90 13 90 13 90 13 90 upstairs 13 90 13 90 all up sell 13 and 9 14 1400 1400 1400 1400 down the line sells now at 1400 1400 all right sell 1400 285 kilo black offers guaranteed, nothing off here, 14, 13, 12, 20, 30, 40, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 70, 12, 80, 90, 30, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 13, 10, 13, 10, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 10 offer sale, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, upstairs sell 13, 60, 13, 60, all right, sell, 1360. No. Angus offers here again, 295 kilos, guaranteed, nothing off here. Same price, 1350, 13, 12 beta, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 12, 10, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 60, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 10, 13, 13, 13, so, on the market, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, all out, sell, 1300. Bullocks, squares here, Bullocks 250 kilos, 12, 11, 1010, 20, 1030, 40, 1050, 1050, Angus and Bullocks at 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1060, 1060, 70, 1080, 90, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, 1090, we're there for sale at 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1120, 1120, 1120, 11, 20, 11, 20, all out, sell 30, 11, 30, 11, 30, way on top, 11, 30, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, selling now, 11, 40, 11, 40, all off, sell, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, all out, sell at 1150. Angus Heifers, guaranteed, nothing off here, form together, guaranteed, nothing off. 320 kilos, 1450, 14, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 80, 90, 13, 80, 14, on the market, 1400, 1410, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, all off, sell 30, 14, 30, 14, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 60, 14, 60, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, all right, sell, 1480. Hunted Bullocks and out all the year, they're out all the while here, out all the while, 375 kilos, 1650. 16, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. Bullocks and out all the year. 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 60, 15, 70, 15, 70, 80, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 50, 60, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 10, 16, 10, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, and I saw on the market, 16, 50, 16, 50, upstairs, 15, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, all right. Sell, on top at 1650, all up, sell, 16 and 50. 403 kilos, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650. Sam Comrade cattle out all the winter at 1650, 60, 1660, 1660, 70, 1670, 80, 1680, 1680, 90, 1690, 1690, 1690, 1690, 1690, 17, 1700, 1710, 1710, 20, 1720, 1720, 30, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1740, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1760, 1760, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, all right, sell 1780, 1780, 1790, 1790, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1830, 1840, 1840, 1850, 1850, 1850, 1850, up top, 60, 1860, 1860, 1870, 1870, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, all right, underground now to 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, finished and set upstairs at 18 and 90. White and heifers, 495 kilos, guaranteed, nothing. Two big cattle. Give me 19, 18, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50. Big store heifer, 60, 70, 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. We're there for sale on the market, 1800, 1800, 1800, 18, 10, 18, 10, 20, 18, 20, 30, 18, 30, 40, 18, 40 on the floor now, 18, 40, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 60, 18, 60, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70. Way up top, sir, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70. All right, sell, 18 and 70. Belgian blue for 450 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf, 17, 16, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 80, 90, 15, 80, 60, 1600, 1600. Belgian blue effort, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1610, 1610, on the market 20, 1630, 1630, 40, 50, 1650, 60, 1660, 1670, 1670, 80, 1680, 1680, 1680, in the ring, sir, 1690, 1690, 70, 1710, 1710, 20, 1720, 30, 1730, 40, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, all up, 1750, 1750, 60, 1760, 70, 1770, 80, 1780, 90, 1790, 18, 1800, 1800, inside at 1800, all out at 1800. Three whited heifers, 415 kilos, right stores here again, 17, 16, 15, guaranteed, nothing, 10, 15, 20, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 80, 90, 15, 80, 16, 1600, 10, 16, 10, 20, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, on the market, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, on the steps at 1730, 1730, all right, sell, 70 and 30. 6 Angus heifers, 446 kilos from the same home, right stores here again, 17 again, 16, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, Angus heifers guaranteed, nothing cost, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, we're going to sell on the market, 1700, 1700, 1700s, with me, you're all off now, 1710, 1720, 1730, 1740, 1750, 1750, 1750, up top at 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, all right, sell, 17 and 50. Again from the same home, right stores here again, 17, 16, 15, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 80, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, 1600, all Angus at 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, we're there for sale on the market, 1610, 1610, 1620, 1620, 1630, 1640, 1640, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, down the line, sell at 1660, and 1660, 1660, 1660, Selsa, 1660, 1660, 1670, 1670, 1670, 80, 1680, 1680, 1680, all up, sell, 1680. Right, 7 Angus heifers, 335 kilos, guaranteed, nothing off. 14, 13, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 90, 13, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. Angus Heifers guaranteed Nottingham. 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. They're there for sale on the market. 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. Polyhoff is going out 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310. Still sell 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310. All out. Sell, 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 sell. 1310. There's nice whited heifers. 1310, he gives it 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1320, 1330, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340. Lovely white heifers at 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340, 1340. They're there for sale on 50, 1350, 60, 1360, 1360, 1360, 1360, 1360, 1370, 1370, 1380, 1380, 1390, 1390, 14, 1410, 1410, 1420, 1420, 1420, 1420, 1420, 1420, 30, 1430. 40, 30, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, sell out, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, all out, sell, 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 14, 40. Angus heifers here, 290 kegs here, 290 kegs, guaranteed Nottingham here, guaranteed Nottingham. Give me 13, 12, 11, 20, 30, 40, 50, 11, 60, 70, 80, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 12, 10, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70. Angus heifers going out to 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 70. They're there for sale on the market at 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 90, 12, 90, 13, 13, 10, 13, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40. Down here, sell it 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40. All out, sell 13 and 40. Two white heifers, 295 kilos, guaranteed Nottingham here, guaranteed Nottingham, 12, 11. 1,000 quid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,010, 20, 1,000 30, 40, 1,050, 60, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070. White heifers at 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070. We're there for sale on the market, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070. White heifers gone out to 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,070, 1,080, 1,080, 1,080, 1,080. Still sell 1,080, 1,090, 1,090, 1,090. 1,090, 1,090, 1,090, 1,090, 1,090, 1,090, 11, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, and 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10. Finish 10 and I sell 11, 10, all out, sell 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 11, 20, 30, 11, 30, quick now, 11, 30, 11, 30, all up, sell, 30. There's a wedding bull. White bull, 355 kilos, 14, 13, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. White bull, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. He's there for sale, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 20, 13, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80. In here, 90, online, 13, 90, 30, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, 1410, 1410, 1410, 1410, 1420, 1420, 1430, 1430, 1440, 1440, 1440, 1440, 1450, 1450, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1470, 1470, 1470, 1470, sell out 10 and 1470, all out, sell, 1470. Right, here's beef. Now here's beef. 715 kilos. 715 kilos. 26, 25, 2400, 23, 50, 23, 50, 23, 50, 23, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4, 24, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 24, 50, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60. They're there for sale, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 60, 24, 70, 24, 80, 24, 490, 2500, 2500, 2510, 2510, 2510, 2510, sell in the ring, 10, 20, 2520, 2530, 2530, 2540, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2560, 2560, 2560, sell out to 2560, 2560, 2560, 2560, all up, sell, 25 and 60. Come red cattle here, come red cattle, 640 kilos, 640 kilos, full of beef here again, full of beef. 24, 23, 2 bit, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 20, 22, 30, 40, 22, 50, 22, 60, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70, 22, 70. We're there for sale at 272, 72, 72, 72, 72, 82, 82, 90, 292, 92, 92, 92, 90, 292, 92, 90, 290, finished in sell 3, 23, 10, 23, 10, 23, 10, 23, 10, 23, 10, 23, 10, sell out now 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 323, 33, 33, 30, 333, 33, 33, 33, 33, 30, all up, sell then, 23 and 30. From the same home here again, from the same home here again, 23, 22, 21, 2,000 bid of 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 291 on the bid of 121, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, Boris got out to 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10, 21, 20, 21, 20, 21, 30, 21, 40, 21, 40, 21, 50, 21, 60, 21, 70, 21, 80, 21, 80, 21, 80, 21, 80. On the market side, 181, 81, 81, 81, 81, 81, 81, 91, 91, 80, 191, 91, 90, still solid, 191, 91, 80, 191, 91, 91, 91, 91, 80, all out, sal, 190. And again from the same home, full of beef here again. Same price, quick. 190, 21 bid, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 21, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 21, 80 bid, 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 21, 80 bid, 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 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 21, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid. On the market side, 191, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 90. Beef can out to 191, 91, 91, 91, 91, 90. All up, sal, 190. Song there now. She never came to the board. She never came to the board. Put her up again there. Samantha offer from the same home again here, plenty of feeding here, 640 kegs, guaranteed, not in calf, guaranteed, not in calf, younger here, younger, give me 23, 2, 1 bid, 21, 21, 21, 21 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 21, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 2 bid, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, Samantha offer, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, we're there for sale on the market, 22, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, selling now 22, 52, 22, 50, 22, 50, 22, 50, 22, 50, all out, sell, 250, and Angus offer 575 kilos, 21, 2, 19, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 19, 50, all from the same home here, all from the same home, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1960, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. She's there for sale on the market, 19, 70 bid, 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 80 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, sell away on the 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, all out, sell, 2,000. By the books, Cracking stores here now, crackers of stores, 450 kilos, 450 kilos, 19, 19, 18, bid 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 18, 10, 20, 18, 30, 40, 18, 40, 50, 18, 60, 1870, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, 90, 19 on the bid, on the bid, on the bid, on the bid, 10, 19, 10, 20, 19, 30, 40, 1950, 1950, 1950, 60, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1980, 1980, 2000, and I saw it, 2000, 2010, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, sell away then, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, all out, sell, 2010. There's good fishing cattle. 550 kilos, 550 kilos, good Frisian cattle, 2, 19, 18, 20, 30, 40, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 18, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, right Frisian cattle now at 18, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 18, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 18, 80 bid, 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 and we sell 90 bid, 19 on the bid, on the bid, on the bid, 19 on the bid, on the bid, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, sell out, 19, 20 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, sell all the while, 30 bid, 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 all up, sell, 19, 30. Angus stores here, Angus stores, 507 kilos. 2100, 2000, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 10, 20, 30, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40, 19, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 19, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, cracking black stores at 19, 70 bid, 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 19, 80 bid, 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 they're there for sale on the market, 19, 80 bid, 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 19, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, all outside the bid, 90 bid, 19, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 19, 90 bid, 19, 90 bid, 19, 90 bid, we're selling all the while at 19, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, all up, sell, 19 and 90. White offers, they're 305 kilos, guaranteed nothing calf here, guaranteed nothing calf, 13, 12, bid at 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 12, 10, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 50, 60, 12, 70, 80, 12, 90, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 10 off for sale on the market, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, all out, sell, 1400. White offers here again, 305 kilos, same price, 14, 13, 12, 12 on the bay, 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 on the 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 12, 10, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 90, 13, 1300, 13, 10, 13, 10, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 20, 13, 20, 13, 20. On the market side, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40. Sell away then, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40. All right, sell, 13 and 40. Two better ones. 350 kilos, 14, 13, 13 bid, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 14, 14, 10, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40. On the market side, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50 is outside, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. Outside, sell 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. All up, sell, 14, 50. Hereford Bullocks, 595 kilos, 595 kilos, 23, 22, 22, 1 bid, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 2 bid, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, crackers away the cat, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22 for the white horse, get out to 22. They're there for sale on the bag, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 10 bid, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 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 bid, sell away down at 22. 20, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 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 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, sell out, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, finish down at 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, out, sell, 50. Comrade cattle, same price, 22.50, 21 bid, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80, 90, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. We're going to sell on the bag at 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 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 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, sell now, 30 bid, 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 all out, sell, 30. 545 kilos, comrade cattle here, 2, 19, 20, 40, 60, 2,000, 2,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 2,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, cracking white the cattle, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. They're there for sale on the bag at 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. White bullets going out to 2,000, 2,000, and I sell at 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 210, 210, 210, 210, 220, 220, 220, 220, 230, 230, 230, 230, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 250, 250, 250, 250, still sell, 250, 250, 250, 250, all it, sell, 250. There's a heifer, she's 480 kilos, guaranteed 90 calf, 19, 18, 17, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 60, 17, 60, 70, 17, 70, 80, 90, 70, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. She's there for sale, 10 bid, 18, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, sell out now at 18, 40 bid, 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 all out, sell, 18 and 40. Two cemental offers, 565 kilos. Guaranteed nothing calf here, guaranteed nothing calf. Two big horses of cattle, 22, 21, 2 bid, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 210, 220, 230, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. Two big horses offers of 2,040, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. They're there for sale on the bag at 250, 250, 250, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260. Sell out down at 260, 270, 270, 280, 280, 280, 80, 280, 280, 290, 290, 290, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, sell now, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, all out, sell, 21 and 10. There's a good white bullock, he's 490 kilos, 2, 19, 18 frames, 17, 20, 30, 40, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, crack our black white bullock at 1800, 1800, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1850, 1860, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890. He's there for sale at 1890, 1890, 90. 19, 19, 19, 10, 19, 10, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, all right, sell, 30, 90, 30, 90, 30, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, 90, 40, finished and sell, 1940. Suckler Bread, Charlie Bullock, Suckler Bread, Charlie Bullock, 660 kilos, 26, 26, 25, 24, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 25, 45, 60, 580, 600, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26. Serious Bullock at 26, 26, 26, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40, 26, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 40, 50, 26, 50, and I sell on the bag at 656, 66, 66, 66, 70, 670, 680, 680, 680, 690, 690, 700, 27, 27, 10, 27, 10, 20, 27, 20, 27, 30, 27, 40, 27, 40, 27, 40, 27, 40, 27, 40, in the ring, sell, 27, 40, all eight, sell, 27 and 40. Two white offers, 350 kilos, guaranteed, not in comp, 1450, 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 13, 1300, 1300, white offers guaranteed, 13, 10, 13, 20, 30, 13, 40, 50, 13, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, where they are for sale, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, online sell now, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 14, 14, 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, with me, sir, 14 10, 14 10, 14 10, all right, sell, 1410. What did I offer? She's 380 kilos, guaranteed, 15, 14, 13, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, bid, 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the. Why did I offer? Guaranteed, 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the 14 on the 14 14 14 20 14 20 30 14 30 40 14 40 14 40 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50. She's down for sale at 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 outside sale 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 14 50 all right sell 50. Two whited offers here again. They're 315 kilos, guaranteed. 14, 13, 12, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 13 bet. 13 on the 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 whited offers got out to 13 on the 13 10, 13 20, 13 20, 13 20, 13 20, 13 20, 13 20, 30, 13 30, 13 30, 13 30, 13 30. We're there for sale on the bag at 13 30, 40, 13 40, 13 40, 50, 13 50, 60, 13 60, 13 70, 13 70, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80. Sell away now, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80, 13 80. All up, sell, 80. Cement offers 560 kilos, guaranteed, nothing off, 21, 2000, bid at 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2002, 10, 222, 32, 40, 242, 42, 42, 40, 242, 42, 42, 42, 40. Big cement offers 50 and 62, 62, 62, 62, 60, 62, 62, 62, 62, 62, 60, 62, 62, 62, 62, 60. We're going to sell on the bag at 2 and 62, 62, 62, 62, 60 for the big cement offers gone out at 2060, 262, 62, 62, 62, 62, 60. All right, 70, 270, 270, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, finished and sell at 2080. 603 kilo white offers, guaranteed, not a golf, 2080 bid, 2080 bid, 80 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 bid, 90 bid, 1 on the bid, 1 on the bid, 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 21 on the bid, 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 21 on the bid, on the bid, on the bid, big white offers of 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, we're going to sell on the bag of 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 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 bid. Sell out to 141, 41, 41, 41, 41, 40. All out, sell 50. 60, 161, 61, 61, 61, 61, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 70. Sell now, 171, 71, 71, 71, 70. All up, sell, 170. 3 Angus, 4 Angus, 2 limousine, 4 Angus, 2 limousine, 541 kilos guaranteed, nothing gone. 22, 21, 2000, bid 2 bid 2 bid 2 bid 2, 2 bid 2 bid 2 bid 2, 2010 bid 20 bid 30 bid 40 bid, 2040 bid 50 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 bid, 2050 bid 50 bid 50 bid 50 bid 50 bid, 4 Angus 2 limousine, and we saw on the bargain a 252 52 52 50, 2050 bid a 2050, 2050 bid 50 bid 50 bid, sell away 60 bid 60 bid 70 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 bid 80 bid 80 bid 90 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 bid all outside 2090 all in one 21 21 21 21 still sold 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 finished that sold 2100 535 kilos guaranteed not in car fuel again 21, 2000, 19, 1850, 60, 70, 80, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. Lovely weighted offers 19, 10, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 19, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid. Guaranteed, nothing go. 19, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 19, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 19, 60 bid, 60 bid, 19, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid. We're going to sell on the market at 19, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 19, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 19, 80 bid. 80 bid, 80 bid, sell out, 1980 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 1990 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, fill it now, 90 bid, 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 all up, sell, 1990. And Angus and 2 Aubracs, 500 kilos, guaranteed, not a gap here, 19, 18, 17, 17, 10, 17, 20, 17, 30, 17, 40, 17, 50, guaranteed, not a gap, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 60, 70, 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, Heifer's gone out to 18, 10, 18, 10, 18, 20, 18, 20, 30, 18, 30, 40, 18, 40, 50, 18, 50, 60, 18, 60, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70. We're there for sale on the market 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870. Sell out then at 1870 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 1870 bid, 70 bid, 8070 bid, 70 bid. All out, sell, 1870. And a red white offer, she's 455 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf, 1870. 16, bid 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1610, 1620, 1630, 1640, 1650, 1660, 1670, 1680, 1680, 17, 1700, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710. She's there for sale, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, sell out, 1740, 1740, 1740, 1740, all out, sell, 1740. 2 Suckler Red Bulls, 2 Suckler Red Bulls, 370 kilos, 18. 16, 20, 40, 60, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 17, 20, 30, 17, 40, 50, 17, 60, 70, 17, 18, 90, 18, 10, 18, 10, 20, 18, 30, 40, 18, 40, 18, 40, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50. 2 crackers at 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50. We're there for sale at 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 60, 18, 60, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 70, 18, 80, 18, 80, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, in the ring, settle down at 1890, 19, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, finished and sell 1910. Final offer, 610 kilos, guaranteed, nothing calf, good fed cattle now, good fed cattle, 23, 22, 21 bid, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 21, 70 bid, 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 21, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, for sale, 180, 180, 181, 90, 191, 90, 191, 90, 191, 90, 191, 91, 90, all outside, 191, 91, 90, 200, 200, 200, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, finish now, sell, 220, 220, 220, all up, sell, 220. Come right over, same weight, same price. 100 bid at 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid. 2 bid at 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. We're there for sale on the market. 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2, 2 bid, 210, 210, 210, 210. Sell a guy now, 2 bid, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210. Finish that. 210, 210, 210. All out, sell, 210. Suckler bread, cemental heifers, 335 kilos, guaranteed Nottingham, 15, 14, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Suckler bread heifers, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 13, 80, 90 bid, 13, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid. They're there for sale on the market. 90 bid, 90 bid, 14, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400. Sell out now at 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400. All up, sell, 1400. Suckler bread, heifer guaranteed, Nottingham, 530 kegs, 2. 19, 10, 20, 19, 30, 40, 50, 19, 50, 19, 50, 19, 50, 19, 50, 19, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 19, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid. That's for the red one now, that's for the red one. And 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 60, 70, 1970, 1980, 1990, 1990, 2000, 2000 for the red heifer now, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. We sell on the market at 2000, 2000, 2000. Just the red one now, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, and we sell out at 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. All out, sell, 2000. There's a black heifer, she's 525 kilos and a cracker. 2,000 bid at 2,000 bid at 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 210, 220, 30, 240, 240, 240, 240, leave her there now, leave him there, bring another one. She's a serious black heifer. 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 290, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Cracker of a black heifer. 110, 110, 110, 120. On the market, 130, 130, 130, 140, 140, 150, 150, 160, 160, 170, 170, 170, 170. On the floor, 180, 180, 190, 190, 190, 190, 190, 190, 190. On the ground, son of 190, 190. All up, sell, 190. And the red one with the horns, and red one with the horns is 420 kilos. Suckler bread one here, 70, 16, 15, 14, 10, 20, 14, 30, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. For small red one out, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 60, 14, 70, 14, 80, 90, 40, 15, 1500, 1500. First one out the gate now, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. We're there for sale on the market at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. Red African out 1500, 1500, 1500, 15, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 15, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid. In the ring at 15, 30, 15, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid. All out, sell, 1530. Suckler bread, Charlie Bull, 380 kilo, 17, 16, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 60, 70, 80, 90, 16, 16, 10, 20, 30, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50. We're there for sale on the market, 60, 70, 80, 90, 17, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1780, 1780, 1780. Over here beside me, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1780, 90, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1790. Sell out to 1790, 1790. All up, sell, 1790. He's an Angus. He's an Angus off a cemental cow. Here, an Angus off a cemental cow and a bull again. Here, a bull again. 19, 18, 17, 16, 50, 17, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 50, 17, 50, 60, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. Big heavy bull. 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 80, 90, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. We're going to sell 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. Sell now. 19 for the heavy bull at 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. All out. Sell, 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 sell. 1900. These are bullocks here, bullocks. Suckler bred bullocks. 310 kilos. 16, 16, 15, 14, 20, 30, 40, 50, 14, 60, 70, 80, 90, 15, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. So club red and squares at 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. So club red and squares, 1510, 1520, 1530, 40, 50, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550, 1550. On the bag itself, 1550, 1550, 1550. Upstairs, 1550, 1560, 1560, 1560, 1560. Outside, 1560, 1560, 1560, 1560 for the bull scan out at 1560, 1560, 1560. All out, sell, 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 sell. 1560. Angus Heavers, 545 kilos, guaranteed, not in golf. Here, guaranteed, not in golf. 2050, 2000, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1960, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Lovely poly offers now, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2 and 10, 210, 220, 220, 222, 22, 22, 30, 40, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. 240. We're going to sell on the bag at 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. Selling the ring at 50, 250's online at 250, 250. Back in line now, selling here. 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250. Finished and we sell at 250, 250, 250, 250, 250. All out sell, 50. These are bullocks this time, bullocks. Right stores here now, right stores there. 542 kilos, summing them together, 542 kilos. Give me 22, 21, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Right store bullocks now, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 210, 22, 30, 40, 240, 240, 240, 240, 2040, 2040, 2040, 2040, 2040. Right store cattle now, 240. 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. We're going to sell on the market at 240, 250, 250, 260, 260, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270. Sell out now at 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270. 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280. Sell with me now and you're all off at 280, 280, 280, 280. All out, sell, 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 sell. 2080. Angus Heavers, 280 kilos, guaranteed, not in golf. 1350, 13, 1200, 1150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1200, 1200, 1200. Angus Heavers, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 20, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40. Angus Heavers gone out to 12, 40, 12, 40, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50. We're going to sell on the market at 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250. Angus Heavers gone out to 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250. All out. Sell, 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 sell. 12 and 50. Two whited heifers, heifers, 2 whited heifers, 315 kilos, 315 kilos, guaranteed, nothing gone. 14, 13, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 80, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 70, 70, 13, 80, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. Ready for sale on the mark at 14 on the 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 heifers got out to 14 on the 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 1400 all right sal 1400 walkies. Bulls, it's a bulls. 290 gags here, 290 gags. 290 gags, give me something. 14, 30, 1200, 12, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 60, 11, 70, 11, 70, 11, 70, 80, 11, 80, 90, 11, 90, 1200. Bulls got out, bulls at 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. 30 for sale on the market, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. Bulls got away. 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 1220, 1220, 1220, 1230, 1230, 1240, 1240, 1240, 1250, 1250, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1270, 1270, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280, 1280. Sal now, 1280, 1280, 1280. All up, sal, 1280. Angus bullocks, this time bullocks. 331 kilos, 15, 14, 14, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Angus and bullocks, 13, 60, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90, 13, 90. Good tick cattle now at 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 10, 14, 10, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, 14, 20, and we saw on the market 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 60, 14, 60, 14, 70, 14, 70, 14, 70, 80, 14, 80, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 14, 90, 15, 1500, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 30, 15, 30, 15, 30, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40, all right, sell, 15, 40. A Belgian blue bullock, 310 kilos, 14, 13, 12, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90. Belgian blue bullock at 13, and I sell on the bag at 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. Blue bullock and out we sells 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 20, 13, 30, 13, 30, 13, 40, 13, 40, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 13, 60, and 70, 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 90, 13, 90. 14, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 30, 14, 30, outside seller, 14, 30, all up, sell, 14, 30. And a white-head bullock, he's 345 kilos, 14 again, 13, 12, 20, 12, 40, 12, 60, 12, 80, 13, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300. White-head bullock, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1310, 1310, 1320, 1320, 30, 1330, 40, 1340, 1350, 1360 down lower, 1360, 1360, 1360, 70, on the bag at 70, 80, 1380, 1390, 1390, 1390, 1390, 14, 1400, 1410, 1410, outside at 1410, 1410, 1410, 1410, all right, 70, 1420, 1420, 30, 1430, 1430, 1430, 1430, all up, 14 and 30. The big black bullock, 615 kilos, 615 kilos, good tight pace, 23, 22, 21, 2000 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2, 2 bid, 2, 10, 22, 30, 42, 62, 72, 72, 78, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. We're going to sell on the market, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid. Sell away then at 151, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 50. All right, sell, 21, 60. 70, 21, 70 bid, 70, 80 bid, 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 all up plus all 21, 80. Here's a big Charlie Bullock. He's 750 kegs. 750 kegs. 21, 90, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24. Big Charlie Bullock, 24, 24, 24. He's there for sale. 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500, 500, 500, 500. Solid 500, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 580, 580, 590, 590, 600, 610, 620, 630, 630. Sell out at 630, 630, 630, 630, 630, 630, 630, 630, 630. All out. Sell, 630. Two Frisian cattle, 590 kegs here, 590 kegs, 219, 18, 10, 20, 18, 30, 40, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 50, 18, 60, 70, 18, 80, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. We're there for sale on the market at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Two big Frisian cattle, 10, 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 30, 19, 30, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40, 19, 40. Sell out to 1950 bid, 60 bid, 1960 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 1980 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, 80 bid, all up 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid. Finished at a 1990 bid, all up, sell, 1990. Right, that's all the cattle now. That's all the cattle straight into the cows. 65 or 70 cows. Right, first one is 675 kilos, guaranteed, not in calf, guaranteed, not in calf. 17, 16, 1510, 1520, 30, 1540, 50, 1560, 70, 1580, 16, 1610, 1610, 20, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, 40 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, counting out 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700. She's there for sale on the market. 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700. All out, sell, 1700. Guaranteed, not in calf here. 14, 13, 12, 10, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 60, 70, 11, 80, 90, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. Guaranteed empty at 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. We're there for sale on the market. 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 1220, 1220, 1220, 1220, 1220, 1230, 1230, 1230. All out, sell, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 70, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 90, 12, 90, 12, 90, 30, 1300, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, all out, sell, 1310, line. Had a calf, a slip here, a slip, had a calf, nothing calf, had a calf, nothing calf, 410 gags, 9. 850 for 800 quid for 8 for 750 for some bid 7 10 20 7 30 40 750 60 7 70 80 7 80 7 80 800 800 800 800 slip gone out at 800 800 800 800 800 800 and I saw on the market 810 820 820 830 840 840 850 860 870 870 880 890 890 890 890 in the ring 900 900 910 910 910 910 920, 920, 930, 930, 930, 930, 940, 940, 940, 950, 950, 950, 950, 950, 950. All out, sell, 950. Guaranteed empty here again, guaranteed empty. 1450, 14. 13, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 60, 70, 13, 80, 90, 14, bid it, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, guaranteed empty at 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400. She's there for sale on the market. 1410, 1410, 1420, 1420, 1420, 1430, 1430, 40, 1440, 1440, 1450, 1450, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1470, 1470, 1480, 1480, 1490, 1490, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500 in the ring. Sell at 1500, 1500. All out. Sell, 1500. This lady's empty and dry, this lady 560 kilos, semis 15, 13, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 14, 90, 1500, 1500, 1500, empty and dry at 1500, 1510, on the bag at 1510, 1510, 1520, 1520, 1520, 1530, 1530, 1530, 40, 1540, 1550, 1550, all up, sell 60, 1570, 1570, 1580, 1580, 1580, 1590, 1590, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, sell it at 1600, 1610, 1610, 1620, 1630, 1630, 1630, 1630, sell away, 1630, 1630, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, all out, sell, 40. What's this one? Empty here, empty and dry here, empty and dry. 555 kilos, 14, 13, 1200, 12, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40. Empty and dry, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 40, 11, 50, 11, 50, 60, 11, 60, 11, 60, 11, 70, 11, 80, 90, 11, 90, 11, 90, 1200, and I saw on the bag 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, sell out, 1200, 1200, all out, sell, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 30, 12, 30, 12, 30, 12, 30, sell up, 12, 30, 12, 30, all out, sell, 12, 30. A whited cow here, no engagement, 1240, 1250, 1260, no engagement here now, no engagement, 1270, 1280, 1290, 1290, 13, 1300, 1300, 1310, 1320, 1330, 40, 1350, 1360, 70, 1380, 90, 1380, 40, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400. She's there for sale, 1400, 1400, 1400, big whited cow now, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1410, 1410, 1420, 1430, 1430, 1430, 1440, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460. Sell out now at 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460, 1460. All out, sell 70, 1470, 1480, 1480, 1490, 1490, 1490, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. All up, sell in the ring at 1510, 1510, 1510. All out, sell, 1510. Empty here, guaranteed, empty here, guaranteed, empty. And a young slip here, a young slip, 575 kilos, 1510. 1510 bid it, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510, 1510. Good young slip now, 20, 1520, 1520, 1530, 1530, 1530, 1540, 1540, 1550, 1550, 1560, 1560, 1570, 1570, 1580, 1580, 1580, 1580, 1580. Sell it in the ring at 1590, 1590, 16, 16 and 10 as well. 1610 is with me, 20, 1620, 1630, 1630, 1640, 1650, 1650, 60, 1660, 1660 with me now, 1660, 1660, all up, sell, 1670, 1670, 1670, 1680, 1680, 90, 1680, 1680, 1680, 1680, all out, sell to the ring at 1670, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1720, all out this time, 17 and 20. Two Frisian cows, empty and dry, same price, 1720. Paid 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, empty and dry at 1730, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1740, on the market 50, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, size 1760, 1760, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, sell out now, 1770, 1770. 70. All up, sell. 1770. Shipping here, slip, guaranteed, 9.5, empty dry, 450 kilos, 11,000 grade, bid, 1,000 bid, tow, empty and dry, 1,010, 20, 1,030, 40, 1,050, 60, 1,070, 1,070, empty and dry, 1,070 for the slip gone by, 1,070, 1,070, she's there for sale on the market, 1,070, 1,070, 80, 1,100, 1,100, sell out, 1,100, all out, sell, at 1,100. 12 is a good cow here, a good cow. She's 620 kilos, empty, all empty dry here. 620 kegs, 18, 17, 16, 15, 50, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50. Empty dry at 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 60, 16, 70, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 80, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 90, 16, 80, 1,700, and she's there for sale. 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,710, 1,710, 1,710, 1,710, 1,720, 1,720, 1,720, 1,720, 1,720, 1,730, 1,730, 1,730, 1,740, 1,740, 1,740, 1,740, 1,740, 1,740, 1,750, 1,750, 1,750, 1,750, 1,750, 1,760, 1,760, 1,760, 1,760, 1,760, all out, sell, 60. 750 kegs, empty dry, 1780, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1820, 1840, 1860, 1880, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, empty and dry, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1910, 20, 1920, 30, 1930, 40, 1940, 50, 1960, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1980, 1980, 1980, 2000, 2000, 2000, 210, on the market, 210, 210, 210, 210, I sell in line at 210, 210, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 230, 230, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, sell out at 250, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, all up, sell, 260. 605 kilos, empty dry, 17, 16, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 60, 70, 15, 80, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, empty dry at 15, 90, 15, 90, 16, sell on the market, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, sell out 10, 20, 16, 20, 16, 30, 16, 30, 16, 30, 1630, 1630, 40, 1640, 50, 1650, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1670, 1670, 1680, 1680, 1680, 1680, 1680, 1680, 1690, 1700, 1710, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, finished, 1700, 1700, all out, sell, 1700. 1720, 1740, 1760, 1780, 1800, 1800, empty and dry, 1820, 1840, 1860, 1880, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, empty dry at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. She's there for sale, 10 bid, 20 bid, 19, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 90 bid, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, sell out, 210, 210, 220, 220, 220, 230, 230, 240, 240, 240, 240, 250, 250, 260, 260, 270, 270, 280, 280, 280, 280, in the ring at 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 290, 290, 2,100, 2,100, 2,100, 2,100, 2,100, all out, sell, 2,100. 705 here, 2. Empty dry, 18, 20, 40, 60, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Big cow at 1900, empty dry at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1950, 60, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960. She's there for sale. 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960. Big cow gone out to 1960, 1960, 1960. Sell out to 1960. Online now 1970. 1970's back in the ring. 1970, 1970. Still sell. 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. All up, sell. 19 and 70. There's a heavy cow, 685 kilos. Samurais, quick, 1970. Yes, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. Empty and dry in 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 90, 1990, 1990, 90, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. She's there for sale on the market. 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Sell away. 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 210, 210, 210. 210. Careful now, the next one's out here. What numbers are? 18. We'll skip after that then. 210. 210 is here now. 210, and we're selling all the while at 2010. 210 for the fat cow, going out to 210. 210, 210, 210, 210. All out, sell. 2010. This lady is 560 kilos. Empty dry here, empty dry. 13, 12, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 50, 60, 11, 70, 80, 11, 90, 1200. Number 24, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 20, 12, 20, 30, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40. She's there for sale on the market. 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40. Cow going out to 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40. Sell away. 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40. All out. Sell. 1240. Thanks, Richard. Two good cows here. Empty dry. 685 kilos, two from 19, 18, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1850, 1850, 1850. Camera plays. 1860, 17, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1920, 30, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940. Two good tight cows, and we saw 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950. Sell out for the two, got out to 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950. All out, sell. 60, 1960 bid, 60 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 70 bid, 80 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 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 90 bid, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Sell away down to 2000. All out, sell. 2000. There's two wood cows here again. Two young cows, empty dry, 620 kegs, 18, 17, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 60, 70, 80, 1680, 1680, empty and dried, 1680, 90, 1700, 1710, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730. We're there for sale on the market. 1730, 1730, 1730, 1730. Two cows gone out at 1740, 1740, 50, 1750, 1750, 1750, 60, 1760, 70, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 80, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1780. Sell out, 1780. All out, sell. 1780. Two more. Empty dry here again. Same price, quick. 1780, bid. 1780, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1790, 1790, 1800, 1810, 1820, 1830, 1840, 1850, 1860, 1870, 1880, 1890, 1900, 1900, and we saw on the market at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900. Two cows got out to 1900, 1900, 1900, sell away 10, 19, 10 bid, 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 10 bid. All right, sell, 10. 705 kilos. Same price again. 1910, in 1910, 1820, 30, 40, 50, 1850, 1850, 1850. Empty and dry. 60, 70, 90, 19, 19, 90. Big horse of a cow at 1900, 1910, 1910, 20, 1930, 40, 1940, 50. 16, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, and we sell on the market. 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, sell out. 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, 1970, all out, sell, 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 sell. 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, 1980, all up, sell, sell, 80. 605 kilos, empty dry. 18, 17, 16, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, empty jar, 15, 70, 15, 80, 15, 90, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600. She's there for sale on the market. 1600, 1600, 1610, 1610, 20, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, sell away 30, 1630, 40, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1650, 1650, 60, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, all out, sell, 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 1660. Good tight little one here, 535 kilos, 14, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, empty dry, 13, 60, 70, 80, 13, 90, 13, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, on the market at 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, 1400, good type young cow at 1410, 1410, 1420, 1420, 1420, 1430, 1430, 1430, 1430, all out, sell, 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 1440, 1440, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, sell away, 1450, 1450, 1450, all out, sell, sell, 1450. 585 kilos, guaranteed empty, guaranteed empty. 14, 30, 1200, 10, 12, 11, 10, 11, 20, 11, 30, 11, 40, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 60, 11, 70, 80, 11, 90, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. Count it out to 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. We're there for sale. 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200, 1200. Big cow going out 10, 12, 10, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 40, 12, 50, 12, 50, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 60, 12, 70, 12, 70, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 80, 12, 90, 12, 90, 13, 13, 10, 13, 10, 20, 13, 20, 13, 20, sell away, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 50, 13, 50, 60, 13, 60, 13, 70, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 90, 14, 1400, 1400, in the ring, sell, 1410, 1410, 1410, all up, sell, 1410. There's a good cow, guaranteed empty, 17, 16, 10, 20, 16, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, guaranteed empty at 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50. She's there for sale, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650. Good cow going out at 1650, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660. Sell away down at 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660, 1660. All out, sell, 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 sell. 1660 line. This lady is a limousine cow. She's 640 kilos, guaranteed empty dry, guaranteed empty dry. 19, 18, 17, 16, 20, 40, 60, 17, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 20, 17, 20, 30, 40, 1750, 60, 70, 80, 90, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. She's there for sale on the market. 1800, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1810, 1820, 1820, 30, 1830, 40, 1840, 50, 1850, 60, 1860, 1860, 1860. Sell now. 1860, great white cow at 1860, 1860, 70, 1870, 80, 1880, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, and 10, 1910, 1910, 1910, 20, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1930, 1930, 30, 40, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1940, 1950, 1950, 60, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, sell away, 1960, all right, sell, 1960. There's a big Frisian cow, she's 705 kilos. Everybody's quick. 1960. Yes, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960, 1960. Empty and dry, 1970, 80, 19, 1990, 1990, 1990, 1990, 1990, 2000, sir. On the market, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, and we're selling all the while. 2010, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, 210, in 22, 22, 32, 32, 30, 230, 240, 240, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 260, 260, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, sell out, 270, 270, 270, 270, all out, sell, 2070. Samurais, 2. Head over 1910, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1950, 1950. All empty dry and fed. 1950, 1950, 60, 1970, 80, 1990, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. She's there for sale. 10. 20, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 32, 32, 42, 42, 42, 42, 40, 242, 42, 42, 52, 52, 62, 60, 262, 62, 62, 62, 62, 70, 272, 72, 72, 72, 70, 272, 70, all up, sell, 270. This lady is 630 kilos of a young cow here, a young cow, empty dry. 17, 16, 16, 10, 20, 16, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 17 line at 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, on the market, sir, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 20, 1720, 1730, 1730, 1740, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1760, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1780, 1790, 1790, 1790, 1800, 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, finished 1020, 1830, 1830, 1820, 1850, 1850, 1850, 60, 1870, 1870, 1880, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, and 19, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, all up salsa, 19 and 10, 20, 19, 20, 30, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930. Finish this time at 19 and 30. Sam Bryce. 1930, empty dry, 1930, 19 bedded, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910. She's there for sale on the market, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910. Sell out now at 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, all out, sell, 20, 20 bed, 30 bed, 40 bed, 40 bed, 40 bed, 50 bed, 60 bed, 60 bed, 60 bed, 60 bed, 70 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 bed, all up, sell, 1970. 645 kegs, young cow, empty dry. 18. 17, 16, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 16, 50, 16, 50, 60, 70, 80, 17, 10, 17, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50. Great young cow at 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50, 17, 50. She's there for sale, 60, 70, 17, 70, 17, 70, 17, 70, 80, 90, 17, 18, 10, 18, 10, 18, 10, 18, 10. Down the line, son, at 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, all up, sell, 10. A young slip, and she's empty dry, 555 kilos. 16, 15, 14, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 15, 10, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 16, and sell on the market, 1600, 1600, 1600, young slip, 1600, 1600, 1600, we sell out, 16, 10, 16, 10, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, 70, 16, 70, 80, 16, 80, 16, 90, 16, 90, 70, 1700, 1700, 1700, and 10, 17, 10, 17, 10, sell away, 17, 10, 17, 10, all up, sell, 17 and 10. Young slip again, same weight, 17 again, 16, 15 again, 14, 50, 15, 1500, 1500, empty dry, 15, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 50, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 80, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 15, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, she's there for sale, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 30, 16, 30, 40, 16, 40, 16, 40, 50, 16, 50, 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, 16, 70, all up, sell, 70. 605 kegs, empty dry, 1670, 1670, 1670, 1670, 1670, 1680, 1680, 1700, 1700, 1710, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, that's a great count, 1720, 1720, and we saw on the market, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, sell it, 1720, 1730, 1730, 40, 1740, 50, 1750, 1760, 1770, 1770, 1770, 1780, 1790, 70, 1800, 1810, 1810, 1810, 1810, in the ring at 1810, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, all up, 1820, all right, sell. 30, 1830, 1830, 1830, 1830, 1830, 40, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, finish the step, 1840, all up, sell, 40. 625 kilos, empty dry again, same price, 18, 17, 17 bidded, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1700, 1710, 20, 1730, 40, 1750, 60, 70, 80, 1780, 90, 1790, 18, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1810, on the market, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1830, 1840, 50, 1850, 60s here before you know it, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 1870, 80, 1890, 1890, 1890, 1890, selected 1890, all it, 1890. Big Charlie cow, she's 805 kilos, 3,000, and trade for 26, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, she's there for sale, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, empty and dry, 27, 10, 27, 30, 27, 30, 40, 27, 40, 27, 40, 27, 40, sell away now, 27, 40, 50, 27, 60, 27, 60, 27, 60, 27, 60, sell out, 70, 80, 27, 80, 27, 80, 27, 80, 27, 90, 27, 90, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 810, 810, 810, 828, 28, 28, 28, 20, 828, 38, 38, 48, 48, 40, 848, 48, 48, 58, 58, 50, 868, 68, 68, 68, 78, 78, 88, 88, 80, 888, 98, 98, 98, 99, 100, 910, 910, 910, 920, 920, 920, 930, 930, 930, 930, 930, 940, 940, 940, 940, 950, 950, 960, 960, 960, 960, 960, 960, selling that at 960, 970, 979, 80, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, 980, all out, sell, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, 990, all up, sell, 990. Come right cow, empty dry, 770 gags, 28, 7. 6 bid, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50. White Charlie Cow, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 50, 26, 60, 26, 70, 26, 70, 26, 70, 26, 70, 26, 70, 26, 70, 80, 26, 90, 26, 90, 26, 90, 26, 90, 26, 90, 27, 27, 27. She's there for sale on the bag at 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27. Sell out now, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27, 27. All out, sell, 2700. And this little slip here, slip 465 kilos, 12, 11, 1010, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 11, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. She's there for sale. 1100, 1110, 1110, 1120, 1120, 1130, 1130, 1140, 1140, 1150, 1150, 1160, 1160, 1170, 1170, 1180, 1180, 1190, 1190, 1200, 1200, 1210, 1210, 1220, 1220, 1230, 1230, 1230, 1240, 1240, 1240, 1240, 1240, sell it, 1240, 1240, 1240, 1240, 1240, Alex, sell, 40. 11,000 empty and dry, 1,000, 8,000 for 900, 900 for young cow, 900, 900 for 750, 750, 800, 800, 800, 850, 900, 900, 900, 900, 900, 910, 910, 920, 930, 940, 940, 940, 940, 940, 50, 950, 950, 950. She's there for sale. 950, 950, 950, 950. All out, sell, 950, line. 5 on the kegs. 14, 13, guaranteed, turned empty, 13, 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. She's there for sale. 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Good white cow going out to 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50. Sell out to 13, 50, 13, 60, 13, 60, 70, 13, 70, 13, 70, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80. Finish now, sir. 13, 80, 13, 80, 13, 80. All up, sell, 80. 605 kilos, empty dry here, empty dry, same price, 1380, 1380, 1380, 1380, 1390, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, big count, 14, 14, 14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 20, 14, 20, 30, 14, 30, 40, 14, 40, 50, 14, 50, 60, 14, 70, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80. She's there for sale, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, 14, 80, sell it. 1480, 1480, 1480, 1480, all it, sell, 80. 580 kegs, who wants her? Empty dry here, empty dry. Same price, quick, 1480. 1480 for 14, 14, 10, 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 40, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. Empty and dry at 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. She's there for sale, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. Down the line, sells at 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. Sell out to 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50. All out, sell, 1450. This lady is 595 kilos, 14, 13, 1200, 11, 10, 20, 11, 30, 40, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50. Guaranteed empty, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, 11, 60, 11, 70, 11, 70, 80, 11, 80, 11, 90, 11, 90, 1200, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 30, 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, 60, 12, 60, 70, 12, 70, 80, 12, 80, 90, 12, 90, 13, 13, sir, on the bag, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, sell away now, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10, 20, 13, 20, 13, 30, 13, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, sell it, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, all up, sell, 40. Samurai's quick, 13, 40. Turning 40 for 13 bid at 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, empty and dry, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1300, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, we're there for sale, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 1310, 13, 20, 13, 20, 13, 20, 30, 13, 30, 13, 30, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, 13, 40, sell out 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, 13, 50, down the line sells at 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350, 1350. All right, sell, 50. There's a great cow. 830 kilos. Empty dry. 2200. 2200, bid at 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 10 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80, 90 bid, 90 bid, 3 bid, 3 bid, 3, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23. She's there for sale, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, sell out 10, 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 23, 23, 23, 33, 33, 33, 33, 3, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 53, 53, 53, 53, 53, 63, 63, 63, 73, 73, 73, 73, 73, 73, 83, 83, 83, 93, 93, 93, 93, 93, 90, finished and sell, 93, 90, all right, sell, 23, 4 bid, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, still sell, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, all up to stack, 2400. 625 kilos, empty dry here, empty dry, 17, 16, 15, 14, 50, 1500, 1500, 1500, Mox Scout, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. She's there for sale, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, Mox Cow got out to 1500, we sell away at 1500, 1500, 1510, 1510, 1520, 1520, 1530, 1540, 1540, 50, 1560, 1560, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, sell out now, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, all up, sell, 1570. There's a good tight cow, 590 kilos, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, 1570, empty dry and a good tight cow, 80, 90, 16, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, 1610, going to sell, 1610, 1610, black cow got out, 1610, 1610, sell away, 1610, 1610, 1620, 1620, 1620, 1620, 30, 1630, 1630, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1640, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, all up, sell, 1650. There's a heifer, genuine heifer here, genuine heifer, nothing calf, never had a calf, nothing calf, never had a calf, 645 kilos, 22, 21, 21, bid at 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10 bid, 20, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 21, 60 bid, 70 bid, 80 bid, 2 bid, 2 bid, 2, 22, 22, 22, heifer, and we sell at 22, 22, 22, 22, cracker of a beef, heifer, 22, 10 bid, 10 bid, 20 bid, 20 bid, 30 bid, 30 bid, 40 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, 50 bid, sell away, 252, 52, 52, 52, 50, 252, 52, 50, all right, sell, 250, 700 kilos of a young slip here now, a young slip, 22 again, 21, 2000, 210, 222, 32, 40, 252, 62, 72, 80, 291 bid, 21, 21, 21, 21, empty dry and a good flesh slip at 21, 21, 21, 21, 10, sell away 20, 21, 30, 21, 30, 21, 40, 21, 50, 21, 50, 21, 50, 21, 50, sell out 160, 70, 171, 71, 71, 71, 70, 171, 71, 71, 70, sell 80, 90, 191, 91, 91, 91, 90, 200, 200, 200, 200, down the line, sell at 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, all out, sell, 2200. 655 kilos, empty dry, 19, 18, 17, 17, 10, 20, 17, 30, 40, 17, 50, 60, 17, 70, 80, 70, 90, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 18, 10, 18, 20, 18, 20, 18, 30, 18, 30, 40, 18, 40, 50, 18, 50, 60, 18, 60, 70, 18, 70, 80, here before you had 18, 80, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 18, 90, 19 cells, 19, 19, 19, 90, down the line cell now, all off of 19, 19, 19, 90, 19, 19, 19, all out, cell, 1900. There's a young slip here, a young slip. She is 620 kegs, guaranteed empty here, guaranteed empty. Good young slip, 18. 17, 17, 10, 17, 20, 17, 30, 17, 40, 17, 50, 17, 60, 17, 70, 17, 80, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. Cracking young slip at 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1820, 1820, 1830, 1830, 40, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840. In the ring, sir. 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 1840, 50, 60, 1860, 1870, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880. Sell out now at 1880, 1880, 1880. All right, sell 90, 19, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920. All up, sell, 30. 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930. Finished and sell then at 19 and 30. Young cow again, 555 kilos. Guaranteed Nottingham, here guaranteed Nottingham, 15, bid, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, and 10, and 20, and 30, and 40, and 50, and 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. She's there for sale, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. Cow got out at 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70, 15, 70. All right, sell. 1570. 680 kegs, empty dry, 18 bid at 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800, 1810, 1820, 30, 1840, 1850, 1850, 1850, empty and dry at 1850, 1850, 1850, 60, 1870, 80, 1880, 90, 1890, 1890, 1890, 19 cells on the market at 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1910, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1920, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, 1930, all up 40, 1940, 1940, 1940, 50, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, 1950, finished at solid 1950. Calf tougher, only calf yesterday, and perfect in the dog. Calf yesterday, perfect in the dog. Me 14, 30, 1200. Calf tougher, only calf yesterday, and perfect in the dog. 12, 11. 1,000 quid for her. 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,000 bid, 1,020, 1,040, 1,060, 1,080, 11, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110. Calf down for only calf yesterday. 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110. On the market size. 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110, 1110. All out, sell, 1110. No sale there, no sale. Thanks a million. That's all for today. Thank you.